So trying to understand what we usually call nowadays XAI, explainable AI. Yeah. So I'm not okay with the AI. AI, obviously, this is not something which is very artificially intelligent or anything. Very smart right now. It is just a resonant model. So it is just a uh, basically a convolution model. And the activations of the layers, the uh, feature maps which are being output by the layers is what I'm able to basically convert into images and look at. So let's say, keeping it very simple, this is the input image. This one is the input image. And with this input image, what I'm expecting is to understand as to how the features are being extracted at each and every layer and to visualize that. So this bit of code, if you were to just put this, one line with 64 over here, with not 24, but with 64 over here, if you just put this one line uh, search into your Git, you will get at least 10, 15 different versions of this code in many repositories. So even though, I've gone and said original source, and I don't know who this is, and I have not even actually seen very clearly what this is. But this is not the only source. There's a whole lot of, and another very typical pattern in this code is somewhere down here, which if you were to uh, Google it again, or try and understand, you'll find a lot of code like this. So I started doing this in Keras initially after reading some code from. One second, let me try and okay, yeah. So my initial this thing was here in Keras. I found this, and visualizing what coordinates learn. So this was the initial this thing, but then I wanted to do it in PyTorch. So okay, this is okay. You can get MNest over here, and you can look at this. But I wanted to see in PyTorch how it will work, and then I probably want to move to visualizing the feature maps from Unit and GANs. That is what I want to understand as to how that is happening. The denoising and the uh, basically the unit structure. Uh, okay, so now this is all fine. So we are getting these feature maps and everything. So this code runs, it does whatever it has to. But there are a lot of questions which are still not answered. Now, if you will notice over here, I've gone and said uh, uh, matplotlib, pyplot, and I'm saying, okay, give me a HSV CMap. So it gives me a wonderful representation over here. So if you were to look at this and zoom in, you get a wonderful representation of the HSV color palette. But what I'm trying to understand is when I'm giving the neural net RGB image, I'm doing a grayscale on that. I'm not giving it the original image. I'm doing a grayscale on that. So no way does it have any kind of understanding as to what are my original colors. So if it does not know my original colors, then this is just matplotlib doing a HSV. And how is matplotlib doing this HSV? I'm not really sure. If I want to do the same thing with, say, CV2, so I wrote this bit of code, but obviously CV2 doesn't understand, because there is, when you get this particular filter feature map in there, it is just 256 by 256. There is no channel information, and because there is no channel information, uh, I don't think so. This will work. This color RGB to HSV will not work, right? Uh, this is okay. This is just conversion. So this is working fine. So, but this is not working. So I don't think so. There is any color information within that filter, right? So this filter shape, it comes out to be what? Type and filter shape. What do they come out to be? Right. So there is no color information over here. There's just 256 by 256. So from this 256 by 256 input volume, so to say, can this can CV2 get any HSV information? I'm not sure. I'm not very sure. Or at least if it can, that one thing I need to figure out. But uh, Matplotlib is doing that. How is Matplotlib doing that? I'm not very sure. So this I need to find out. Besides that, things are okay. So over here, gone ahead and got a ResNet 50. In place of ResNet 50, and now I'll try for unit and other models, and I'll see if I get that same information. And the code ran pretty much okay for this apes. Okay, I got this, and I'm very clearly mentioning on top, not my copyright. It's a sample image. Yeah, I mentioned very clearly my name and all that, and just taken this from the New Yorker newspaper or magazine or whatever is there. NFTs basically. Uh, because I'm trying to understand if I am giving it a gray image, how is it getting that HSV? That is very strange because earlier I was just plotting it with Verdis or so that is okay. Yeah, so this is okay. This is just some kind of hue which I can understand. It'll probably Verdis. It'll probably um, based on the grayscale image also it'll give us something. But it is giving us a HSV and it's giving us a wonderful HSV. And what I'm trying to understand with this HSV that Matplotlib is giving is this. So we look at the apes, we look at the original, and let me just kind of resize it. Okay, and we look at one of the layer maps. Let's say layer one, and okay, and if we look at this one, and you were to look at one of these, yeah. So obviously it has got some information on the colors, right? Otherwise, how will it give you the darker this thing? And on the so definitely it has got besides just the feature, which is uh, I can understand. Okay, it's got the edges and it's got whatever. Uh, it does the feature map has contained some information about color. Otherwise, you will not see this contrast. Why will you? Why will you see this contrast? So which means the feature map is obviously carrying color information, right? And that is what has been picked up by Matplotlib when we've given it the CMap as HSV. But why is that not going into OpenCV? So OpenCV past I think about half an hour or something I've been trying to do that. So let me do that and I'll come back because I need that information in OpenCV. I don't trust Matplotlib for doing anything very fancy. Uh, so yeah, that's what it is for now.